Chapter 3, Saving. Yes, the most sensible thing you can do with your cash, aside from knitting it into a neat scarf or else betting the lot on the odds of Elvis Presley flying a UFO into the Loch Ness Monster's head. No kidding, you can actually make that bet, and the odds are better than winning the national lottery. Go figures, or as our American cousins might say, you do the math. The variety of a way to part you from your cash are eldest. When you start earning money as detailed in chapter 1, the general idea is that your income for the work you do will be higher than your weekly expenses. As suggested, it is best to draw up a budget detailing income of fixed outgoing such as rent, food, travel, etc. Whatever is left after you have paid all that out in your disposable disposable income, and as well as disposing some of it in the local ship stop ship shop. It is also an extremely good idea for you to start stretching some of these away as saving because of the interest the bank will pay you for the honor of looking after your money. This bill will increase, plus it may not be so easy for you to lay your pace on it and blow it all on bonkers Elvis related bets and cod fritters. When the evening news come on and the chap behind the desk start talking about Bank of England interest rate, don't switch off because this will affect the rate of interest you will ultimately be paid on these savings. If you have a mortgage and owe money based on those interest rates, it is bad news if they go up. Conversely, if you are saving your pennies, it is good news because your little pal will be pile a little higher. Sometime you need interest rate to be low. Sometime you need them to be high. Sometime it feel like you can never win. If you have done well with the interest on your saving, proceed immediately to your local confectioner and buy a big box of choices for a mat with a big most gauge mortgage, because he is not going to be a good mood at all. So the point of saving is not boring and mislead. It just mean your money will occurs build up for your future. Then when you need it for something really big like a car holiday or deposit on an exotic tortoise You can tap into those savings and find they will be worth more than the sum that you have put in. For many people, it is simply a comfort to know that money is there if they need it for a rainy day. Putting money away for a rainy day in is something you will be aware from your day, dropping pennies into your piggy bank and then smashing it open about a day later. What you release, the new Beno has come out and you already need those pennies back. Of course, the piggy bank over no interest rate. In other words, you will get the same number of pennies as you put in as long as your pesky kid brother has not figures how to lever some out with some blue tack and a piece of string. Some people are happy to keep that philosophy only later in life. They don't bother with a piggy bank, they just shove it is a show box and hide it under their bed or save with the local Christmas fund. However, you are already ready this book, so we know you are wiser than that. Most people with spare cash appreciate the value of putting it into a bank, building society, or one of the other method explained here. Then you can kick back and relax as your money work for you. Easy money.